This video of the week is brought to you in part by Noah. If you'd like to make a request a video of the week, please comment on this web zone. Anyways, today is my big movie day. I just got out of seeing Beauty and the Beast, and I have a lot of thoughts. We're gonna talk those thoughts. Yeah. Kind of my immediate thought after leaving the theater is this is hands down my favorite of the live-action Disney remakes. That being said, there are problems. I'm gonna front-load the video with the problems because people on the internet like it when you're negative. But yeah, no, hands down, this is my favorite of the live-action Disney movies. I don't think a lot of them work, and I like Jungle Book a lot, but this movie had me a lot more emotionally invested than Jungle Book did. 2 points right off the bat, just for like the channel purposes, because you guys are the ones who watch these kind of. One, I agree with Arthur. I was weirdly invested in Belle and Maurice's relationship, and 2, I agreed with Noah. The people making this movie seem to know more about musical theater than making films. That being said, with that little point, I like musical theater a lot, so I didn't mind any of that. It's weird because it's a shot-for-shot remake of the animated one until it decides not to be, and some of those changes work, and some of those changes just kind of fall flat. My 2 biggest complaints right off the bat are, 1, Emma Watson was not right for this part. Performance-wise, it was all great. I thought she did a lot of really solid things. Looks-wise, it's Emma Watson. I thought she looked like Belle, but like vocal performance-wise, singing-wise, she wasn't. She was being outshined by everyone else, literally everyone else. Like at the end of I Want More in This Provincial Life, when she's running up the hill and the chorus is booming and sweeping, and there's supposed to be this great moment, and she doesn't get it. Like, she's better than me, no shit. But like, you don't want just better than me. You want fucking like killing that audience. Number 2, this movie was handcuffed by being photorealistic in the animation. Like, animation allows for bigger expressions and that like immediate, and because of those bigger expressions you get bigger emotions. I don't know why you would handcuff yourself to being photorealistic. Like, it's not as serviceable animation as you could be having. That being said, the people who worked on the animation of this movie deserve a fucking Oscar. Oh my god, everything, the set design and like all of the creatures and beasts looked like real, but like, oh, it was all so inspired and imaginative, and the designs were gorgeous, and this movie was goddamn immaculate. Now I want to talk about change, and change and adaptation. The thing about that is change is not bad unto itself. When you're looking at an adaptation, you must look at change and ask, how did this change help the story they're telling in this different medium or new adaptation, what have you? Did that service the story? If it did not, then you can complain about it, and why would you change? Because you had a version that worked better right there. So the changes in this movie, there were some I really liked, there were some I really didn't. The biggest change that I didn't think worked is this movie's trying really hard to have this be Belle's story, and it's not. This is not Belle's movie. This is not, Beauty and the Beast is not Belle's story. Sure, Belle has a want, but Belle doesn't have an arc. Beast has a want. Beast has an arc. This story thematically is about Beast. That lesson of beauty as internal, in the learning to appreciate the value of that. That's not something Belle needs to learn. It's something Beast needs to learn. Beast learns from Belle. He's the one who grows throughout this. It's his story. Give her her own song. She's kind of like Played more like Belle's decision to stay. And in the animated one, like that's the first inkling that Beast is a goober, because this movie kind of forgets that Beast is a goober halfway through. Halfway through, I love Beast, but at the initial start, I'm like, you're kind of forgetting he's a little bit of a goober. Beast is a dork. Like, a girl lays her head on his chest, and he has a big dumb smile to his friends, right? And now on to things and changes that I really liked. Gaston, I loved everything about him. Performance, I loved the songs. I loved him and LeFou. I loved LeFou as simultaneously his greatest hype man and his conscience, but LeFou can't break through to him. I really like the way Gaston dies in this.